Alright, what's going on guys? It's GSR here. So basically I wanted to talk to you guys today about why I think Johnny Cage's pissed off special move deserves to have a buff. So the good things about his pissed off move is that he gets pretty good damage off of it. And so you can clearly see here, he gets really nice damage. Another thing is that he can actually take it upon himself to use this as a combo ender, and as you can clearly see, he gets really nice damage just in general, right? Nice hit advantage, nice space and stuff like that, and this is actually really good for him because if he has no more bars and meter, he can go into every combo string and then get some nice damage, gain some space that you have to figure out how to gain again, and he can build his meter up if he ran out of meter. So overall, everything that he has, it leads directly into a situation like this, as you guys can clearly see here, right? And he's getting like pretty nice damage just in general. Like every hit, right, that he does, it leads directly into this. So that's pretty nice. I wouldn't change anything on that at all. Now, the problem is the fact that the move is considered to be a high, right? Which doesn't make any sense, right? So if you look at the buttons and if you look at what he's doing, you would think this move would be considered a command throw, but it is not. When it needs to be considered a command throw, you have to literally press down, back one, and you have it to where this nigga is going for a high, and he's minus 15 on block. This doesn't make any sense. This needs to be a command throw to where it's a true command throw to where the opponent can neutral crouch, go for a poke, uppercut, neutral crouch really fast, go for a combo, or jump up and then hit you just like this. And that's the way of you countering this. But the reward that Johnny Cage gets off of this is that he can obviously just, you know, hit you with this, open you up a little bit better, you know what I mean? Because if you think about it, he can't just open you up that easily, not like other characters can in the game. Like that's just what it is. Now, of course, some people will be like, well, he can stagger pretty well and go for throws only on certain combo strings. That's the thing, right? But overall, his chances of opening you up, he has to really think. You know what I mean? You ain't just going to use Johnny Cage and just successfully open somebody to fuck up in this game. That's not how it works. Now, there are plenty of characters in this game. Gears is a prime example. Character can hit you with a command throw very easily with a standing one, his forward two, his standing two, and they lead into 50-50 situations very easily. So, or a really strong mix-up game. So, I believe that, you know, and keep in mind, his command throw, Gears' command throw, is not a true command throw. It's literally a fucking mid that you have to jump over. So it's like, what the hell is that? So, yeah, I would definitely change this into a command throw, right? So let's continue on. Alright guys, so if they take it upon themselves to change this into a command throw, I would like to see his down one be able to go directly into it. So both options are really unsafe. So like when he goes into like his nut punch, he's minus 14 on block, and you can flawless block him. And when he goes for this can shut out your ability to flawless block him just in general, right? But the problem with this is that it's a high, so he can get punished. But you're stuck into like a high mid mind game, but if you guess correctly, your punish is very, very rewarding. Right, so there is pretty much a high risk, high reward type of situation going on here for Johnny Cage just in general. So I don't really see anything unfair about it, to be honest with you. If people start talking about, well, that wouldn't be fair, this is like, nigga, it's a high risk, high reward type of situation, and all he's doing really is just hitting you with throws and mids. That's it. Like, he ain't got overheads and lows like most characters do in this game. You know what I mean? So I mean, what's the problem? So off of his 4-2-1-2 string, after he goes for his 4-2, I think he should be able to go into his command throw. Now, some people will be like, well, if he does this, he's still super safe on block. I mean, he's minus 5, so he can't just recklessly disrespect and go for an Abari, because there are characters in this game with 10 frame mids, 9 frame mids, 11 frame mids that will shut him out. So last time I checked, 7 plus minus 5 is what? 12 frames. So we do 7 plus minus 5, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So RoboCop has a 10 frame advancing mid that will shut him out every single time he tries to go for like an Abari or something like that. So he would have to actually take it upon himself to do this, just in general. You understand what I'm saying? And this is just my opinion of that. Now, when it comes to his standing one that leads into his 1-2-1 string and his 1-2-4 string, I wouldn't even bother to add a command throw on this because he can already throw you. When it comes to his standing 2-4-4 string, I wouldn't even do it with this one either because he can already throw you. When it comes to his 4-3-4-4 string, I wouldn't even do it either because guess what? The dude can stagger pretty well and he can throw you off of this, right? So there's no reason for, you know, Johnny Cage to be able to go for a command throw off of that. Right now, when it comes to his back 3-4 string, I would just leave it alone. When it comes to his advancing mid, which is his forward 4, I would just leave it alone. I wouldn't even bother to touch it. I just keep it the same way, because it wouldn't be right for him to just go into a command throw every single time and mix your shit up every single time. It just wouldn't make any sense, especially with a character with good frame data and he could space you out. That wouldn't be fair to the player at all, for them to get mixed and then he's safe every single time. So there needs to be some form of fairness here when it comes to fighting Johnny Cage if they turn this into a command throw, right? So mainly off of his down one, he should be able to go into this. His forward two, he should be able to go into this, and that's about it, right? Now, crushing blow wise, I feel like they can turn this into an armor breaking move, but then again, it starts up at 8 frames, which is not bad, but I prefer going for like a reversal punish / counter, kind of like Nightwolf's command throw. Or they can turn it into a situation to where if he hits you 3 times with this, whether it's in a combo or whether it's, he punishes you with this randomly, which would be kind of strange if you do that. At any given moment in the match, he gets a crushing blow off of this, but he has to use a bar meter, right? So when this character ends up hitting you, right, like this, right, either turn it into a pop-up, which would make the combos a little bit more better in this game, or you can make it to where you lose 25 to 26 or possibly 27% of your health. And this would be actually pretty dope for Johnny Cage. So that's pretty much my ideas off of this, of what they could possibly do, because this is the customized variation that I gave him, because I think that his zoning is still really good without his mid projectiles just in general. He can control space pretty well with this. It's a pretty quick projectile, does decent damage, good hit advantage, stuff like that. And then I gave him like throwing shades, because this would allow him to get like really good damage just in general. And then I gave him this if they turn this into a command throw, right, which would be pretty nice. And if they give him a crushing blow, that would be a plus, right? That would be like a really good thing for him, because his crushing blows are kind of garbage, except for like his nut punch, his uppercut, his throwing shades. But they need to fix certain crushing blows in this game, so I'm hoping that they do that. But yeah, I gave him like the rising star and stuff like that. I mean, technically, I don't really see the point of him having the rising star. The only reason why I say that is because it's like he has the back 4 too. But the only reason why I have the rising star in this variation here is because when it comes to, well, how should I put it? He has best of both worlds, right? Where like he goes against a character like this, right, and he can space him out, right, for like a bar meter. But when you go to a character like Cabal or Raiden or fucking Johnny Cage himself or the Joker, they don't get hit by his straight force balls because of whatever the fuck they got going on in this game with the hitbox / hurtbox problems, right? So I thought to myself, I said, you know what? I'm not just going to allow you to get away with that. Like, I may lose a defensive bar, but it's going to build up immediately, so I'm not really that worried about it. Plus, I'm safe, so it's not like you can just attack me completely without possibly getting hit. So I mean, like when it comes to Joker, like just watch, like just look, Joker's one of the examples. See what I mean? Like like bro, this shit pisses me off every time I look at it, dog. Like this is so stupid. But I gave him this because guess what? You got to deal with that. You see what I mean? So like when you stand up, right? Like you still have to deal with this. You see what I mean? So that's actually really good for Johnny Cage, I believe. That's just my opinion. But there's other things, other advanced things that I want to talk about with like Johnny Cage's customized variation that I gave him here and why I gave him the moves that I gave him. Because, you know, I'll probably make a separate video, but I'm kind of getting sidetracked here. That's everything that I wanted to talk about for right now. I might do a customized Joker breakdown because I made combo videos with him, with his customized variation, because he has like, he has like interesting stuff. But with that being said, that's all I really had to say. I gotta get some sleep because I gotta go to work. So hopefully you guys are being safe out there in these crazy times. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.